Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Today, guys, we are at the town hall because I've heard that somebody has left us an invitation. So we're going to make our way on in here, see what we got, and if it's what I believe it is, then we are definitely accepting. And it is. Yes. Join HEP and fight the Mycelium. Don't mind if I do. I am 100% in on this one. After what happened last episode, I still don't have my stuff back, but I think Impulse said I can go and get my stuff from that area over there. So we're going to go and pick that stuff up now, and yeah, we are definitely joining HEP, and we are definitely going to be fighting that Mycelium resistance. So I was able to get my stuff back from the HWF. Apparently there were hoppers underneath, which, yeah, caught all my stuff, so we got all of it back here, as you can see. So yeah, that's good. And yeah, there's also a giant Frankenstein monster that has popped up here. That is Stress's build. Looks pretty cool, and I think she's planning on putting some Halloween stuff inside of there, so looking forward to see that. In the meantime, though, we do have some other Mycelium pockets which have popped up around here. And, you know, I thought about just coming up here and straight up removing these, but, you know, I think it might be better if we sort of hijack these for our own purposes. For you see, guys, you actually need two things to win a war. Thing number one is propaganda. Thing number two, also propaganda. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make something that effectively turns the Mycelium into propaganda for HEP. Alright, guys, so on these Mycelium patches, our propaganda is going to be the cow. You see it says, free me and join HEP. So this is sort of our promotional material here. And yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to allow players to join HEP or show their support for HEP when they hit a button on these dispensers here. So we're going to put some shears in these dispensers. We got shears in the other one as well. And we're going to place down a button right in here so that if we hit this button, basically the cow becomes sheared, turns it back into a normal cow, which loves grass, and is no longer sort of cursed by the resistance. It'll also break the lead, so the cow will then be able to move freely about the area. And we're also going to put in an item frame, like so, and we're going to have a button here that tells people press to free from resistance. There you go. So that is how we're going to free these mushroom cows from the resistance and thwart the Mycelium patches being a propaganda tool for the resistance. So there we have it. Now we just need a few more of these guys. Tactical mushroom cows now deployed, telling people to join HEP, and hopefully we see a few people show their support by coming around and pressing the button to free the cows from the clutches of the resistance and the ways of Mycelium. So that is fantastic. We got one cow there. We got a couple more cows. There's one up by HEP, I believe. There's a few down here, as you can see. So we got a couple of these propaganda cows around the area. You can see this guy even has a sign that says free me above him. So yeah, hopefully we see a few of these cows freed very shortly. So let's hope that those cows will be our propaganda to help to basically attract people to HEP. And once people are attracted to HEP, maybe they come in like an area over here and they basically, you know, prove their worth, essentially. So I'm thinking I put down like some type of like entrance here, maybe with like a nice big door at this point. I've already marked out like an area where I think I could put the door. And then once you walk in, you know, you have an area where you can mine Mycelium, an area where you can place grass, and then maybe an area where you can explode Mycelium would be cool. Because let's be real with ourselves, guys. Let's be very real here. Real talk. Nobody, not even the resistance themselves, wants the Mycelium to return to the Mushroom Island. I mean, the Mycelium resistance claims, you know, they're doing this on the principle of the thing. But they definitely do not say they want to see Mycelium return. So, yeah, you have to question what they're even doing. But, yeah, we're going to make a place here where we can take out Mycelium and put down grass so that people know and can practice doing just that. Removing Mycelium, placing down grass. So, let's go ahead and get started on this area here. I think it could be cool if we also had a test thing. Like we tested which block is the best. And if you say grass is the best compared to Mycelium, then you get in. I think that would be good. I think that's a good test. So, yeah, let's go ahead and build up this area here. I'll be right back. So you want to join HEP. Answer this one question. Which block is best? Grass block is best block? Mycelium is best block. you hit this one, nothing happens. If you hit this one, you're in, because we're desperate for people, I guess. So yeah, there we go. We got a little door going on here. A little slime block and honey block action, of course, and it goes back up if you hit it again. I'll probably have another button on the other side to raise it once, you know, somebody goes through. But yeah, I'm sort of this is going to be sort of like the door that leads into the area. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So this portion is now done, and now I think what we're going to do is we're going to build this out a little bit to make it like a wall type thing or a fence type thing. So yeah, we're going to build this out with some gray concrete, I think. Out like this, all the way over to the side here. And then same thing on this side, so we'll build this up, just going out like this. Right here, all the way to the side. And let's see, we'll fill this in a little bit there. There we go. Fill this in a bit. And yeah, we'll probably just have this terminate like here or so, probably. Don't want to have it go too far over, but yeah, we do want like some type of barrier here because, yeah, we want this sort of like behind the wall so that only people who agree that the grass block is better make it through. So that's the plan here. Anyway, the door is now done. Let's keep working on this area. Alright guys, so check it out. We got ourselves a nice wall here, and yeah, everything is sort of like fitting nicely with the headquarters up there. So we got, you know, the gray on gray, we got the white on white, and we also have sort of like the pinnacle tower feel to both the wall here and the headquarters up there. So that's very nice. We also, of course, went ahead and swapped out some of the blocks here. If I hit this button here, there you go. Door works just the same, except that, yeah, we changed up some of the blocks in here, so that's what it's looking like when it's closed right now. So pretty nice, pretty nice. And then, of course, when you hit this, it opens up once more. We also put in some blast furnaces, just because I think that's a cool texture to have the slime and honey blocks slide past, since these are immovable. Same with this right here. These are blast furnaces as well. We also added a button on this side, so we can close the door behind us like so. And this is what it looks like from behind with the door closed. And I gotta say, it gives sort of that like confined feel, almost like a, is it a prison, is it not, who really knows type of feel, I guess. But yeah, I think this will be really nice. And yeah, we have this whole big courtyard here to work with now to put in some of the other things I was talking about earlier. So that's really cool. Let's just go ahead and get on out now. So I need to pick up all this stuff in the front, move it to the inside portion. So let's go ahead and do that now, and we'll start to work on the inside here. Alright guys, so we got a little bit of planning done here, and I want to show you guys what we're planning, and yeah, basically explain what I'm going to be building here. So first thing we're going to build is going to be right here. It's going to be kind of like an L-shaped building, and we want this to be the grass placement and mycelium removing test area right here. So it's going to be just a very small test, but we're going to have you walk through a bunch of different blocks, so like soul sand and ice and honey. Maybe you'll climb a ladder here, maybe you'll wade through some water here, and the whole time you're going through these blocks of various types, you're going to need to be either placing grass or removing mycelium, or both. And we're going to have a little time trial thing where we'll have, you know, like a chest here, and a hopper connecting them, and that will be locked from the moment you start to the moment you end. And we can sort of evaluate HEP recruits on that. So that'll be kind of cool. And then over here, we're going to have some mycelium removal stuff. So we're going to have a mycelium explodificator right here. Probably just have like a pit of obsidian. And then we'll probably maybe put like a tent over there, like over the top of it, with maybe like a dispenser facing downward with TNT in the middle, so we can just toss in stuff like this, hit a button, and then TNT explodes whatever is in the pit. That'd be kind of cool. And then over here, we'll have a mycelium burner right here. But there's going to be some interesting things with this mycelium burner. And also, there's going to be a new mechanic in this mycelium burner, which I have found, which actually kind of surprised me. I don't think it's a mechanic that has always been in the game. It's kind of a new mechanic, and it also directly contradicts the wiki. So I'll show you that as well once we get all this stuff built. So let's go ahead and get started on this. We got zombies coming out the woodwork here because this place is not safe at all. It's not at all lit up, which is somewhat problematic, but I think we can manage. So let's get started, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we've totally transformed this area into a grass placing and mycelium breaking / exploding / burning area. So yeah, feeling pretty good about it. I think the area is looking pretty nice, and let me just sort of walk you through how this thing works. So obviously, you know, you got the door here. This is the entrance. You got the button here that'll open it. And so you walk through. We got a nice pathway here with the brick and the granite and the polished granite. So this is sort of like one of Scar's example roads he had here, which I thought went really well with the green grass. Let's see. Then we got this thing. This is actually the test facility here for grass placing and mycelium breaking. So if we look here, grass placing, mycelium breaking test course. This course tests your grass placing and mycelium breaking skills over the most extreme environments: fire, ice, water, air, cobwebs, ladders, soul sand, and more. And then it tells you basically how to play. Of course, I already know all this, so I don't have to go through and read it. And the score is recorded, so that you do get a score for this after you place grass on or remove mycelium from the final observer. And it just tells some additional details, and then there's scores. So let me show you how this works. So basically, we got a score chest here. This keeps track of your score. We got some nuggets up here, which are basically what the score is. So however many nuggets end up in the score chest down here, that's your score. And the lower scores, the better. We also have a reset button here. You'll see why that is in a second, but let's just go ahead and go through this thing. So you start over here, and you end on the other side over there. So let's just make our way through the course. Oh yeah, I should also probably put in there you don't wear armor or anything. So I need to actually find a spot for armor. All this stuff is totally full of junk, so this might actually be a little bit tricky to find a spot for all this stuff. Let's see. Cuisine. Why not? I'm pretty sure I had to throw junk in here, though. Yeah. So let's just quickly get rid of this stuff from our inventory. And there, and this one. Okay, we'll put all of our stuff in here. Or most of our stuff in here. But basically, you go in. Man, I have no inventory space at all right now because we were building this whole thing up. There's an empty shulker. Let's just put the rest of the stuff in here. Okay, so you go in with just a stack of grass. Nothing else on. And the goal is to place grass as quickly as possible. So we have to hit every single block here. It is kind of challenging because these chains sort of keep you in. You know, so it keeps you in this course, like this 1 block wide or roughly 1 block wide course. But let's just go ahead and start. So when we start, this lamp will turn on, and it'll remain on until the end of the run. So let's just go through it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you go over a half slab. You go down. You have to climb a ladder. You go up over a piston that activates. You go through some scaffolding bits, like so. You go over some ice, across some honey, hit the other observer. Then you got to go up over the honey block. You go over some fire, which is kind of tough to survive. And you got to go through some cobwebs. And if I get close here, I might be able to make it. There we go. Made it. Okay. There we go. And yeah, I guess this final part is actually just, I guess just adds insult to injury. I'm not really sure what this final part is, but yeah, usually, you know, you can try and make it through there and then place the grass, I guess. So yeah, let's see what our score was. And so we got 64 plus 13, which is what, 77? 77 would be our score. So that's our score, and yeah, we'll see how we do compared to everybody else. So we'll take this book. So yeah, we'll put down Cub 77. Done. There we go. Perfect. All right. So yeah, that's great. And yeah, then the lamp's off already, so we don't have to hit the button or anything. But let's just go through and clear out some of this stuff, and I'll show you why we got the button there. So bada bing, bada boom. So the button is there because if you clear the stuff out like this, then you'll see the clock. Well, actually, if we clear this one out, there, the clock starts running. But we don't want that, obviously. So we're going to hit the reset button. And this then stops the entire thing. So basically, that's there in case, just in case you need it, pretty much. And let's go ahead and just go through here. We've got a little door over here to access this to clear stuff out. But yeah, that's the practice test course type thing. So yeah, kind of interesting. Some grass down there, but we have plenty of grass, so it's all good. There we go. Make sure this is off for the next competitor. It is. Very good. That's clear. We're good. Okay, cool. Okay, so next facility is the Explode Mycelium Shack. So this thing does exactly as advertised. It explodes mycelium, or mycelium, however you say it. I say it both ways, honestly. So, yeah, we got this trapdoor here. This leads down to a little area where we can actually throw in mycelium right here. So I can just toss one in there, two in there, three in there, however many in there. Flick this lever, the mycelium gets launched in, and then we just simply hit this button. And as you can see, voila, it's gone. It's gone. So yeah, it's just straight up a blast chamber. And there's 4 of these things on each side. So yeah, you can you can just throw it in there too. Or you can even throw whatever you need to in there, right? You can just throw in like bricks or whatever. Toss it in, and it goes away. This whole thing with the slime block, this was totally unnecessary, but you know what? I like it, so we put it in. So there we go. So that is the Explode Mycelium, and this is the Burn Mycelium with super hot fire. Check this out. This is one of the cooler things, and this is actually a mechanic which I'm not really sure is intended, but it happens now anyway. So watch what happens when I throw these items. I'll just throw these bricks here onto the slime block. Boing, 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 boing. So yeah, that it switches. So because we want to burn the mycelium, right? It's not enough to burn the mycelium in fire, right? We could just throw it in fire, but you know that's boring, right? Nobody like that. Come on, we can do better than that. So we throw it off slime blocks, which actually now bounce items, which I did not know actually. And as far as I know, this is a new behavior, but it also changes the fire from regular fire to super hot fire. Dun 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 dun. Super hot fire. I love it. So we can throw the mycelium into super hot fire. This one works exactly the same way. Super hot fire. I love it. That's awesome. So yeah, then we also have like a dispenser with flint and steel, because every time we swap out the block, this actually swaps out netherrack with soul soil. But we have to relight the block every time we swap it. So that is going to be fantastic for burning all the mycelium that we desire with super hot fire. I just like saying that, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Let's get all of our stuff back in order here because we lost all of it. We had to put some stuff away in boxes and stuff. So we'll just grab all this stuff. We got to clear all this stuff out of here. There we go. I think I'm going to leave all this so that people can set their spawn here, for instance, and get stuff out of their ender chests and such. So yeah. Oh, there's a piece of mycelium. Better burn it with super hot fire. There it goes. Rip. Rip in peace. Now, actually, rip in the super hot fire. So anyways, guys, that is the little, I guess, training area for HEP. And yeah, mycelium destruction area, I guess, is also a apt term for it. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it. I think it turned out pretty well, but yeah, for now, guys, I think that's going to have to be it for me today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and as always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This has been Code. Goodbye.